Alright guys, we back. CWWs. This time we have another culprit. A laptop that just don't want to boot. And that's probably because I took out the hard drive. But originally the problem with this guy was there was no screen. And online there were quite a few issues with Toshiba not being able to boot. Or sorry, booting with like a black screen. But what we did was we replaced it with this battery. Well, we had a different one, 2032, but I went out and bought some brand new ones. We're going to swap it again, give it a brand new 2032. They say that this is going to be good for 10 years, probably going to last until 2032. Not only that, we decided that for the iMac we're going to get a better SSD. We want to get a premium SSD, so we're going to use this Vulcan G inside the Toshiba. And not only that, we picked up a new battery. The battery's still working, but it's not at its full capacity, so we went out of our way and we picked up a 9-cell. This is kind of a weird shape. I guess again it kind of gives that little bit of a standing edge. Let's turn this off. Let's shut it down. Let's flip it over. Let's see what we're getting into. So our battery right off the bat does not want to come out for some reason. Oh, it flips up. And then this guy kind of flips down. Yeah, it looked really uniform on the HP. I don't know about the Toshiba, but it does add a little bit of an edge. I feel like the HP was really stable. This one, I don't know. You see what I'm saying, guys? I don't know about that one. Maybe I should have stuck with the regular. It still has a kind of a nice little handle grab. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I really liked it on the HP. On the Toshiba, it's kind of whack. But anyway, it does work. It does fit. We're gonna take it out because we're gonna do some upgrading. We already upgraded the RAM, but let's get into it. As you can see, we're just gonna pop this compartment right here, which I think has access to everything we need. This is gonna be a really nice, easy upgrade. One screw. Can you believe it? And there it is. We've got both our sticks of RAM already in there. We have access to our battery and we have access to our hard drive. So this is going to be our fastest upgrade yet. And then we got to do a fresh new boot of Windows 10. Pop this pack. They really package these things good now. It's like freshness sealed in. What? Keep that lithium freshness sealed in there. Okay, so in order to take this battery out, I think we just gotta pop it out, and then we're gonna pop this guy right in. Okay, battery is in. We are gonna unbox our second T-Force. Beautiful looking hard drive. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like the packaging too. It's got a really dull metallic kind of look on the red and also on the font here. It does make me want to buy it. I'm not gonna lie. And then even here, damn, that is a sexy SSD. So we have another little, gotta cover it up with this. This is even more ghetto than the last caddy. Look at this. I guess this is for like heat dissipation or something. It's not even like structurally sound. It's tinfoil. Come on, Toshiba. Get it together. Stop putting tinfoil in our laptops. You don't even screw anything in. It just kind of has these little notches that sit in. Okay. That is upside down, guys. We're gonna flip that around. And the Vulcan G is entering the laptop. Let's insert this hard drive. Just like that. Slide it in. Now, I guess these kind of just sit in here to hold it in place. Does it like go in there? Where do these even go? We'll just wedge them in there. We don't want no wiggle room, remember that, guys, but still. I mean, does it feel more stable? I don't know. Wedge this on top. That sits a little better. Okay. Then tighten her down. That feels a lot better. All right, so let's throw in the new battery. New battery is in. Now, because we're installing, guys, you never want to drop out during an install. We're gonna just plug this in just to make sure nothing goes wrong. This one has a DVD player, so we can pop that wherever the button is. Holy, that's a weird spot. Throw in our Windows boot. Now let's Control-Alt-Delete, and hopefully we can catch something. No bootable device. It's not reading the drive. Okay, we already hit a roadblock. I find that really weird because we're not even getting the Toshiba logo now. All right, guys, I don't know how we did it, but we've brought it back. Basically, we jumped into freaking BIOS settings and flipped them back and forth and forward and back, and then eventually it just kind of came. I tried booting off the CD-ROM drive in the computer, and then it like completely got stuck and did nothing. It wouldn't read off my external Blu-ray. It kept failing there. I literally just played with settings in the BIOS, flipped them back and forth, and then I was able to boot off this drive and get to this point. So I don't really care. We're here now. We're gonna do a Windows install, and hopefully this will be a free upgrade. Oh, we don't even have mouse support. So let's hope this does it. All right, install. All right, guys, we're back. We have Windows installed. It went smooth, but the problem is, I don't know why, our touchpad doing absolutely nothing. But Windows is installed, and we have a mouse going right now, so luckily we are able to use that. Before we go ahead and take everything apart, though, I'm going to look at drivers and see what I can do to get the best drivers. So it did register the 8 gigs of RAM. It's a Pentium 2020M. That's interesting. I think this is like one of the best and final Pentiums. Wow, I thought this was an i3. This is not. And it's 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah, we're gonna dive a little deeper, see what we can do with drivers, and we'll get back. So guys, we are back. We've got our drivers going. We've got everything kind of going, except I'm trying to install Adobe Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements 2020, guys, and it's not allowing me to do it. It's basically saying that it's out of date. Like, this is like 1 year old. So I'm gonna try and sign in here. I don't know if they're trying to make me download it from the website or something, but like legit, it does not outdate in 1 year. I mean, I bought this as a CD for a specific reason, as to like not have to deal with this kind of BS. So like this is actually like for, it says Windows 7 not supported. Yeah, Windows 10 and then Windows 8, but it's giving me actually versions. It won't run on Windows 7. This is crazy. You can't even be safe running this no more, guys. Like, what is wrong with this updated world? Anyway, we're gonna try and log in and get it going. I was hoping to keep this as a mobile workstation, but that might not even be possible. We'll have to see. It might be like closer to Creative Cloud time. All right, so good news, we have started our installation. It made me sign in just to install, which is crazy. I don't know, man. This brave new world is really starting to piss me off. But it's going now, who cares, as long as it's going. Next thing we are retiring the original. I did get back the original MacBook, the original aluminum MacBook, and this is like the MVP out of all my computers of all time. Original aluminum MacBook, and it is still running, guys. Like, this is, let's just boot it up. There we go. That was the one thing about this computer, is the battery is like completely kaput at this point. But we're just gonna retire it. We're gonna remove the battery. It's the original battery. It didn't expand, it didn't pop. It doesn't really take a charge for more than half an hour at this point, but who cares? I'm very happy with this computer. Like I said, it's the original one that was aluminum. This, I think the reason it lasted so good was it was before all that 2008 Rojas shit, where they really kind of cut down on the solder. I really wonder if it was for the environment or was for their pockets. But as you can see, it's loading up. It still has everything original. I never updated this once, and I think if we ever do bring it back, we are going to update it at that point. There might be a processor upgrade, only a very slight one, and there might also be a bit of a RAM upgrade, and definitely a hard drive upgrade. But we're going to take everything out, we're going to break it down, and we're going to take out the battery and recycle the battery and essentially retire it, because I want to keep it around. Like, it's a beautiful looking computer. I think still, if not the most beautiful laptop computers, or the original aluminum MacBooks. Well, any aluminum MacBook really. And they stuck with that design for quite a while. I think it's only recently, I think you can still actually get aluminum MacBooks, but it's only in the last couple years that they started doing the gold and the bronze looking ones. Yeah, it's such a classic design. Such a beautiful design. Just the black, the silver, and I guess the white. Beautiful, beautiful design. But as you can see, here we are. It's loaded up. We got all the way up to, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mojave. Originally running, I want to say, geez, what was it, Leopard? And this was originally my mom's computer. And ever since she went tablet, and then she kind of handed this over to me. I treated it like gold, and I ended up giving it to Carly, and it was Carly's main computer up until literally last weekend. But yeah, it really held up, and I never expected it to. I never expected laptops to kind of last this long, but I'm so happy it did, because like I said, it's, in my opinion, the most beautiful laptop ever created. And it's not, I mean, it's not light, it's definitely like pretty heavy. Like, this is like 7 pounds. Like, this is pretty beefy. But who gives a crap when you kind of pull this out? Like, it's not only, it's like a freaking shield and a weapon all in one. But yeah, you can see it still works. It still has everything original. We only bumped up the OS. Actually, I remember when I was given this computer, I actually bought Snow Leopard, and Snow Leopard is kind of like the golden goose of Mac OSs. It's the gateway OS where I think it's easy to kind of put Windows, and there's all sorts of stuff that you can kind of launch from Snow Leopard. So it runs that, and I actually have that operating system, so to bring this back won't be tough at all. And I look forward to reuniting that MacBook with its iMac brethren. I think that's it, guys. We got Photoshop on the go. We're gonna disassemble this and give it a proper send out and retire it for now. We're just gonna pop this open. As you can see, original battery, incredible, held up all these years, barely, but it didn't burst. I guess because they have it shrouded in this actual aluminum. I don't even know if I should get rid of this actually, because of I mean, it can't be safe. Like, this is like the 2008. I don't know if, I think it is the original. I think they made the iMac first, and next year they came out with the MacBook. But I don't know if I should get rid of this, because it still kind of is working. I'm just really worried about it kind of leaking and messing up the computer. But it is held up all these years. And you can see here the original hard drive. I also think this might have been the first year where they included SSDs. Not this one. This one's just a regular hard drive.
Just held in here. I've never opened this actually. All these years that I had it, I never really opened it. Let me see if I can get this hard drive out. Okay, so we got the original hard drive out. We had to take out this little bracket, and it was a Toshiba. It actually looks pretty stable. 160 gig. Back in 2008, that was a lot. And yeah, this is making me so nostalgic, guys.
This is actually the first computer I ever played Minecraft on.
I think I gotta pull out more screws here. These tiny little screws. I just want to look inside the mastery that held up all these years. And I think, like, if we did, like I said, if we did bring this back, it would have to be a clean install on an SSD. Wow, these like screws are so tiny, but I'm so nostalgic.
This was the first modern Mac in our household. I did have, I think, an original Apple II that I got like from my grandma that kind of sat in my room, but I never used it. I fooled around with it and did a little word processing.
It's like itty bitty screws. Also, check out this latch mechanism. I haven't seen this, like I said, I never opened this, so I never really looked at the battery, but how it latches, it has this little kind of latch you press down and then it kind of pops out the battery. They gave up on that design. I opened up the 2012 one because that one died. But here we go. Look at this. So compact. So dusty. Ew. We're gonna have to give this a little clean. And you can just check out like the compactness. I don't even know how much RAM did we have on this. Let's check it out. Original. Wow. It looks like, is this DDR3? 1 gigabyte only, guys. 1 gigabyte, it looks like, of DDR3. And guys, there was actually 2 gigabytes that they fit in there. I didn't even notice when I pulled them out. There were 2 1 gigabyte sticks, DDR3. But we pulled a 4 gigabyte. I gotta look up what this computer can do. I guess it depends on the operating system of how much RAM we can get in here, but I picked up a lot of sticks of RAM over the years, and right here I got a 4 gigabyte. Like, we could definitely throw that in and we'd be doubling what we got. But I don't know what actually the max it can do. I'm gonna look into it. It's incredible. Like, this isn't how laptops usually work. Like, they break down and they become useless, but this one, although it was slow, it held up over all these years. So I think it's what we got to do. I want to bring it back. We're gonna get a nice SSD, put it in there, do it right, up the RAM, and we're gonna look into processor upgrades. I have on the agenda tomorrow, I'm going to actually get a T9300 for this original 2007 iMac, and we're gonna bump that all the way up to, I want to say, High Sierra. I think that's as far as we can go with that one, but that's still, like, that operating system I think is only about 5 years old, so there's still things we can do. We're just finishing up here installing Adobe Premiere Elements. Yeah, we're gonna clean this up. God bless you, iMac or MacBook. That's it. We did a little clean as best we could. We removed the RAM, we removed the hard drive, and now we're gonna put this plate back on here. They really packed this computer beautifully. I'm really impressed. MacBook, you've served us well. God bless. Thank you for all your service.